Once again, in order to demonstrate the concept of frames, I am taking the basic HTML structure here. Now I will try to implement the concept of frames and how that will be made to us to divide the web page into multiple number of partitions. Here I will specify the title as frames example, and now you see, most probably in our programs, in order to implement the various HTML elements, we have written that code in the body session. But as the concept of frames is not at all related to the web page content, and as it is related to the concept of structure of the web page, then the code whatever related to the frames need to be written in the head session. Now here I am using a tag called as frameset tag, and you need to specify the mode of partitioning. Either you are doing the partition in columns or in terms of rows. Now I will specify the partitions in the terms of rows. Here specify the number of partitions in percentage. For example, I will specify like this: 80%, comma, and 20%. Now my intention of writing this code is I need to separate the complete web page into multiple partitions of two things. One is of 80% and another one is of 20%. Now after specifying this, you close the frame set. For visibility of this code, you need to specify one more subtag called as frame. Here each and every frame is represented with a name, and one more attribute is there, that is src, in order to specify which output to be displayed in that particular partition. At present I will keep that one as empty. As I have used two partition percentages there, you need to specify two frames here, and another frame name should be frm2. Why? Because the name should be unique for sources, and src equal to some empty. That means that I don't want to display any web page content in the partitions. Now I will try to save this program and see the output in my web browser. File, open it, browse the program, frames, open, and click on OK button. Now you see the complete web page has divided into two partitions in terms of rows. The first row partition is of 80% here, and the second row partition is of 20%. Now if you want to display some content in this one, you need to specify the file name in the source attribute. For example, I want to display the web page content of one program called as hrulers.html in the first partition. You observe one thing: in the source it's not compulsory to specify a HTML file. You can specify any type of file. The file can be of image, it can be of a graphic, or it can be of animation. After specifying the file name in the source, save the program, go to the web browser again, and click on the refresh button to see the changes. Now you see the first partition has showing the web page content of hrulers.html program. At present, go back, I will try to remove this program source once again. Save the program and refresh it. Now you see we came to the previous state. Now again I want to partition this particular area into two. That should be of two partitions, again one with 20% and again with of 80%. Now in the first partition I will try to see the code output after writing this frame set. That means that I need to have one more frame, which frame set should be divided in terms of columns, and again specifying the first partition of the second frame set should be of 20% and the second frames of the second frame set should be of 80%. Then specify the source again here, frame name equal to frm1 and src equal to some empty. Now again close the second frame set. Yeah, when you are doing partitions in between the partitions and using the frame set, it's very compulsory to look where you are writing the code for frame sets as well as frames. For example, if you make some mistakes in this one, the output you are going to see is in a different way. Let us try to see how it will be. Save the program, go to the web browser and click on a refresh button. You see, actually our intention is to make the first frame into two partitions, but the output we are seeing in the second frame means we have not represented the frame set, second frame set in a proper place. Okay, remove the frame set statement here. Here only I am specifying why, because I want to divide the first frame itself. Right, after completing the two frames, I will specify the closing of second frame set here only. Here no need to have second frame set, this closing, remove it, go back, save the program, go to the web browser and click on a refresh button. Now you see the intention of ours has been fulfilled. Like this you can implement the concept of frames in order to organize your web page content properly. Only the thing you need to observe is how to make the partitions, where to specify the code in order to have a required output. Thank you.